Hey guys, this is Leela and Charlie. Okay, and we came here to talk about the sunset, the sky, and the clouds, and how beautiful it is and what it makes you think about. And I'll go first. So it makes me think about how beautiful it is, and like today might be the rapture. Maybe today's the day. Look how beautiful it is. And I take a lot of pictures.
You take a lot of pictures?
Yes.
Yeah, you do take a lot of pictures.
I always send them.
Yeah, you send them, and they just be so spectacular. Like, you just got to stop and look. Like, the clouds, and lately the formations have been really, like, ethereal. And then they look like sometimes they look like they're just flat on the bottom, and then like they're fluffy. And they're standing in formation, like almost
and
like they're ready to hold people. Like it's just, and then sometimes it's like the way they come together. It's almost like you're about to walk into, like, something's about to open in the heavenlies, so that we could just walk into it. It's like it has been crazy beautiful. The way the sun has been setting, the way the rays are coming through the clouds. We even saw
that time whenever we saw the rainbow before the rain.
Yeah, we saw the rainbow before the rain, and we saw the end of it. And it was just like crazy. It just showed up like right in front of us. And it was just like a ray of the rainbow. And it was just like so big and close, and just like, almost like it was just covering us.
It was so beautiful. Oh yeah, and remember when we saw that big giant moon and it was next to Jupiter?
Yeah, that was crazy. It was like, oh my goodness, like what is that? We was like, is that a plane? Is that the helicopters? The military helicopters? We're like, nope, that's a star. That's Jupiter. That's a planet.
Yeah.
That's Jupiter.
Yeah.
So we just looking at the big supermoon, and we just like, it just makes us think of God and how beautiful things are, and then just what it would be like to be with Him, and just like what it would be like to be raptured and to get our glorified bodies, because that's our inheritance with Christ, because He's redeemed us. We get our redemption back of how we were supposed to be in the Garden of Eden. And lately I've been reading like this book called The Judgment of the Nephilim, and it's one of the things it talked about was that I don't think I ever just truly thought about was that Eden was like a whole region. It just wasn't a garden. Like the garden was in Eden, and then Eden was like a place that they lived. And even when they got kicked out of the garden, they still lived in Eden.
I never thought about that either. I thought Eden was I didn't think it, but like it was for me. It was just the Garden of Eden and the 4 rivers.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's more than that. And also when the sun sets, remember that time when I said that it looked like God just took a cloud and just spread it around?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Like He was spraying icing on the cake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With your hands.
And I was like, yeah, so like also in this book, it was talking about how when Cain left, he had to go outside of Eden. So it's basically like getting kicked out of America. Like, bye, you can't be in America no more, go to Mexico. Right? And so that's what it was like. And then there was a garden inside of Eden, and God had to say they can't go in there anymore. And then
He kicked them out.
And also that the way they talked about Eden, it was the garden. It was like the garden was the throne of God, like being able to walk into the throne of God, being in relationship with God. And then also in Eden, even after they got kicked out of the garden, they still communed with God. God still showed up to them in this place. It was like Eden was like the tabernacle, like the Holy of Holies. The garden was the Holy of Holies, and because of Eve's sin Adam and Eve sinned, they couldn't enter into the Holy of Holies, but God still showed up and talked to them and received them. And like Cain and Abel, when they were bringing their gifts to the Lord, they knew where to present their gifts, where the Lord would show up and actually talk to them and commune with them, like they saw him, right? But then Cain got kicked out, so he had to go to Mexico. And then he had to separate himself, like he had to separate Cain, he had to separate himself. God had to separate the unholy seed with the righteous seed. It's just a whole big old thing with this book, and I'm reading it and I'm like enjoying it, and it's just like, even though you know certain things because you read and study in the Bible and you heard these stories over and over again, it's just like this book is like filling in some of the holes, and it's just like really nice to read and understand.
Yeah, you've been really liking that book. You get a little mad whenever we interrupt you, but it's okay.
Because it's 400 pages, I'm trying to get it done. Like, it's such a big book.
Bye, guys. That's all for today. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Make sure you choose Jesus and keep praying to him and just giving your life over to him and just loving on him and meditating on him, and then just, keep inviting him in your life, in every aspect of your life, because you can never go wrong trusting in the Lord.
And keep watch the stars.
Keep looking up. Talk to you later.
Bye.